are now watching WhoDooTV.
Thanks for watching WhoDooTV. We are at Emerald City Comic Con right now. We were talking with Jeremy Haun, co-creator of The Realm. How you doing, Jeremy?
I'm good, thanks.
Yeah, thanks for coming on with us.
Oh, no, having a good time.
Yeah. So, you're working on The Realm right now with Image. How's that going?
Oh, it's going fantastic.
Yeah?
We've got the trade coming out at the end of the month, and the response has been fantastic. Probably, really better than we could have expected. So it's good. I'm happy.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, it's a fantastic book. We love it. For some of our viewers who may not have picked it up yet, what can they expect if they pull this off the shelves?
It's a post-apocalyptic high fantasy book. So imagine instead of an alien invasion or a zombie apocalypse, the thing that we lose to is all the stuff from Dungeons and Dragons. So it's I don't know. It's the best kind of combination of all the things that I love. When I was a kid, I was obsessed with Mad Max.
Oh, yeah.
I was obsessed with Conan and Lord of the Rings and Dungeons and Dragons. And I was like, I kind of want all of that stuff in one place.
That's great. So is that how this book came to be? How it came together was just you wanting to mash all these genres together? And
yeah, in my career, I've done a lot of like street level like crime books and stuff like that. Crime and horror is really where I've done the majority of my work in my career.
Okay. And
I kind of wanted to do something that changed it up and really took things to a whole new level. This is big. I mean, this book is not a street level, two guys wearing suits shooting at each other thing. It's armies of orcs and people fighting against each other, dragons flying through the air, crazy stuff every issue.
Right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you have a huge scope on this book, and it's awesome. For anyone who hasn't checked out The Realm yet, you need to get on this. It is a blast. So you've worked on some other stuff, some street level stuff. You said. What kind of other projects have you worked on?
Well, the other current book that I've got right now is The Beauty. I'm co-writing that with Jason Hurley, and I drew the first arc of that.
Okay.
And then once we knew that we were going to do The Realm, I stepped off that and passed the art duties off to some really fantastic people. Brett Weldley, Mike Huddleston came on for an issue. Stephen Green came on for an issue. The longest running artist on the book has been Thomas Nachalik.
Okay.
And he's currently drawing what's going on right now. He's been fantastic. So it's nice kind of stepping to both sides of things. I write some, I draw some, I just make funny books.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
So this is another book that you've co-created in. What's the process of co-creation in stories like these? Well, both with The Realm and these more street level things like Beauty. Like how do you get together with the writer and co-create kind of the story and the direction of things, especially as the artist?
Well, I've been really fortunate with a lot of my creator-owned books to work with friends of mine, work with people that literally, I'm sitting in the same room a lot of times with these guys. With Jason Hurley, he's my best friend. We live together in the same small town. All of the book was, we started talking about it on a van ride back from a convention together. It's written in my studio space, so it's really easy when you're face to face and you can talk about those things. With The Realm, it's another friend, Seth Peck. I've known him for years. He's a fantastic writer. He lives in Kansas City, and so it's a short drive up, and we sit at his kitchen table and talk things out and figure out how to make it work.
That's great. That's really great. Yeah. Well, so what kind of projects can we expect from you in the future? Is there anything on the table?
I've got a few things coming up, but really, my focus right now is just on The Realm and The Beauty. Two creator-owned projects is huge. We've got a couple other things in the works, but it's in that weird nebulous time thing where I want to make sure that I'm keeping up with the things that I've got before I step on to the next thing. There's more writing, a lot more writing than anything else. I'm maxed out on what I can draw right now. I'm doing a few covers here and there and things like that, but more writing projects is what's coming up beyond those two.
Wow, that's really exciting.
Yeah.
My goodness, you're like a jack of all trades.
I'm a busy boy.
Well, let me ask then, is there any possibility in the future of doing, a book that's all your own, written and drawn all by you?
Eventually I'd like to get there. The problem with it is that, there's always so many things that I want to do, and that's a lot of dedicated, very, very specific time. It's probably going to take a little bit longer to get that done. The other thing is The Realm. We're doing this as an ongoing series. We want to do 7 trades. We want to do, or more. I'd love to get 50 issues out of it.
Us too.
Yeah. Well, thanks. But it's something that I really want to focus on for a long time, and stopping, I'd have to stop doing that in order to do something that I'm completely writing and drawing. It'll happen eventually. I may be 50 when it happens. But, I'll be fine.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Jeremy Haun, for coming on with us. WhoDooTV. Where can people find you on the web?
Just look me up. It's under Jeremy Haun on half the stuff, and Jer Haun on Facebook Jer Haun on Instagram and Twitter. So find me on those. But I'm on Instagram, taking pictures of my food and Legos and drawing stuff. Too much. But the other stuff, just talking about stuff I like.
Great, that's awesome. Be sure to check out The Realm. The first trade paperback is coming out real soon on the shelf, so cool. Thanks, Jeremy. Really appreciate you coming on with us. Hey, if you like this video, be sure to hit the like button below.
There's also that subscribe button down there too. Make sure you punch that. We'd appreciate it. Follow us at Twitter at WhoDooTV, also on Facebook.
Yeah, and we'd like to thank our friends over at OutrightGeekery.com. Be sure to check them out. They got all sorts of nerdy stuff on there.
Links down in the description. Thank you for watching WhoDooTV. We appreciate you guys.